This week I have a very special guest. She is a dedicated follower of fashion and she exudes her own fabulous personal style. She's a well-known face at many of the country's top style events, including Ladies' Day at the races. And she holds Listowel races in a very special place in her heart. Everyone, I want you to please welcome last year's winner of the McElligotts Honda Best Dressed Lady, Tasha O'Connor.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Well, do you know what's really wonderful is, look, last year you were the first ever virtual winner of the title.
Yes.
So I actually didn't get to, congratulate you myself in the day or give you a hug or to celebrate your win because you looked absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I think maybe sometimes you can maybe edit the pictures. I might have looked so good on the race course. But it was such a shock. As you remember, you rang me and I got such a shock when you rang me. I was like, what? Huh?
I know,
How did that happen? So, it was such an honour. I was absolutely thrilled.
And you looked amazing. Now, before we talk about what you wore to the races last year, tell everybody a little bit about your own personal style influences.
I don't really have that much influences. I have a thing, I just love bargains. And I'm a great fan of the high street, and I love, Savida, H&M, Zara, and I also love all the local boutiques. And I always try to get to them, when the sale is on. And I've been lucky over the years. I've got some amazing pieces in boutiques, when they're on sale. I go to lots of races, so I can't afford, spending an absolute fortune. And because I love the races and I love fashion, clothes and everything, I actually get a bigger kick out of getting something that's on sale and, try
to... You know how to put your outfit together so very, very well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met you, I think, in Listowel over the years.
Yeah.
And you can take, something that you've bought in a local store or as you said yourself, a high street brand.
Yeah.
But the trick is, because you have such a good sense of style, you know how to put that together to make it your own.
Yeah.
That's the trick, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I won in Killarney a couple of years ago. I won Best Headpiece, and that I think was about one of my first times ever, winning anything big. It meant more to me because it was a friend, Liz, Mark Millinery. She's amazing.
Of course, she's amazing.
She's an amazing milliner. She has top 5, top 10. So many girls have won with her headpieces. So that was one about the first major wins I had, and it felt extra special to me because I won with one of her headpieces. It was a gorgeous red headpiece. And it actually won again the following year in Listowel races.
The same headpiece?
The same headpiece.
Yeah. Winner, all right.
Yeah, I should have worn it again the second time.
And tell me, do you spend, we all know Listowel races is coming up now again.
Yeah.
It's coming up on the Friday, the 24th of September. So watch the space and follow Listowel races for all the exciting details as they're announced. But are you planning your outfit now for that race meeting?
Because it's more autumn. It's later in September.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it can be harder to dress for it because during the summer you can just put on a dress. But for autumn, so hopefully maybe a suit, maybe a trouser suit. I like.
Or layering always works really well.
Yeah. Or we could have maybe the last couple of years and the weather has been glorious, but because it's about 2 weeks later this year, I think I might go for a suit, and of course one of my headpieces then would be from Mark Millinery.
There it is. We know already. We have a sneak peek already of what you're going to wear. Listen, tell us, your winning outfit last year, it wowed us when it came in.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to show a picture of it as we're talking about it, but tell us a little bit about that outfit.
There's a great friend of mine, Sharon, Style by Sharon, and as well as being a friend of mine, I follow her on Instagram. And she had this gorgeous dress from H&M. So I went online, saw the gorgeous dress and got it. And I had it hanging up and I was showing my husband and he was like, that's not the dress. I was like, I had actually ordered a totally different dress.
And your husband noticed?
My husband, not one of my friends noticed. So the headpiece I got wasn't exactly the colour. And Liz from Mark Millinery, she is a stickler. Everything has to be matching. So she was like, oh, I don't know, will it go with it? And I was actually not going to submit it, but it actually, I thought it
beautiful.
worked. It worked.
It was
but I
beautiful.
just thought it was so funny. I ended up buying the wrong dress, but
And it had an
worked.
old world glamour to it
Yeah,
as well. You were
yeah.
inspired by
Yeah,
icons from the past.
Yeah, also Liz, she sent me on Sue Ellen from Dallas.
That's
she
right,
found
Sue
a
Ellen
picture.
from Dallas.
Well,
Because mostly people say, oh, it's Audrey Hepburn or it's Marilyn Monroe or it's Coco Chanel. But I remember that you said Sue Ellen from Dallas. And listen, we all watched Sue Ellen and
the
JR.
laughing when she sent me on the picture, because I just found the dress very plain. I said, God, it's really missing something. So I had an old Falk fur, so I put it over it, and I just thought it created a bit more depth to the dress. But we were laughing. We were laughing. I said I had to submit in that picture.
And as well, I remember bringing us back to last year's Ladies' Day. We rang all the finalists when they were picked, and you told us a story that I think kind of touched all our hearts at that time, because we were all in isolation or in lockdown and we couldn't be on the course together. But you actually did something that day that was just so wonderful. I think shows your connection with Listowel as well. Just tell everybody there what you did.
I grew up in Listowel. My grandmother is from Listowel, so we gave every September at the races every single day. It was back in the day where our school closed for the whole week in Abbeyfield.
Close for the whole week for the Listowel races.
For the Listowel races.
Bring back those days.
Yeah. So we used to stay with my grandmother and we used to go to the races every day. And then in later years, doing Ladies' Day and meeting up with all friends and school friends. And it was just the best day. Like, you'd meet all your neighbours, girls you went to school with. We even had a class reunion there 2 years ago. So I've just felt really, emotional. So I drove back to Listowel that day and I just went down by the bridge and I just stayed there for about half an hour looking at the race course, and the sun was shining and it was just really, really emotional.
But I think it really, like for us, it brought a connection as well, is that we were talking to you remotely and you had gone to visit the course that day, even though you couldn't get in, but you had the emotional attachment to it. And
talk about Listowel races, like, just love it. It's just the best race course. All my friends, we go,
the best. It has
family go.
It's style, but it also has that sense of community and history that I think that's what we're all drawn to it. In that the crack there for 7 days is
just
unbelievable.
I have 2 sons, and the last time we were there, the excitement of buying suits, their first time wearing suits, and they getting all dressed up, and we all going there as a family and meeting up with friends, and it's just the best day out.
It is. It's the best race meeting in Ireland for sure. And look, it's going to be a little bit different again this year, as we all go back on the road, back to normal.
But everything is a little bit
Everything's
different.
a little bit different.
And you have to kind of
we go with the flow and stay positive and stay stylish. Bring all the style that you bring to everything. Look, for all the details, they're all going to be announced at Listowel Races social media pages, all the details. So visit, give them a follow and catch up on all the news. And thanks for joining us both on this gorgeous sunny day.
Glorious day. Thank you.